Gemini, hi, welcome to Inner Divine Truth and welcome to your February 2021 reading. Here we go. Your catalyst this month is the second chakra. Archangel Ariel is here. Her energy is here supporting you. Second chakra has to do with our sacral chakra. Now this month some of you might be struggling with your second chakra, which has to do with sexuality, intimacy, creativity, creative expression. This is also Archangel Ariel is she is, let's say, the guardian of the natural world, of animals and plants and forests. So if you are seeking a connection with her, take a walk in the forest and call on her for her guidance and support and see what she has to say to you and what comes through. Colors orange and yellow will support you this month as well. So if you're struggling with intimacy and your sexuality, you're struggling with being creative, perhaps experiencing creative blocks, then look up on how you can clear your sacral chakra and how you can now push energy in that area and find a release through that. Others of you, this means that the sacral chakra is quite sensitive at this point. So watch your food intake, and if you're having some abdominal issues, with your health suffering, then look at foods that support you, nourish you, because whatever you ingest will affect your sacral area as well as your solar plexus, the stomach area. So, but what I'm seeing here is particularly a very charismatic personality. Gemini is reclaiming or claiming their bodies. There is that oozing sexuality about Gemini this month. There's this immense attraction. People of all sorts are just pulled towards you. So there's that magnetism that I'm seeing with this card here. The challenge this month, Angel of Love. So the challenge here is self-love, self-care, which is also sort of speaking to this second chakra being highlighted here, because this is also reminding me of the Empress in the Tarot in the reverse, where that Empress is all about luxury and good things and enjoying the goodness of wealth, nurturing herself. So there's that element of self-care, going to the spa, just working on the body a bit. Now, some of you are already there, others of you are perhaps struggling to just take care of your heart space, being self-loving, and with that, you're supporting, when the heart is supported, you're also supporting your sacral chakra, how you present yourself in the world, that inner magnetism, that sexuality I'm talking about, that attraction will now start to illuminate through you as you spend more time inward. I'm also seeing forgiveness here. There's that self-love needed, but also self-forgiveness. That's a message for some of you out there. So Gemini, heart healing is needed because we have the Three of Swords here, and you're coming out of that pain, grief, losses. There's been a heartbreak in the recent past, or you're currently experiencing that. So there's that energy of grief, loss, that you're still nursing, and it's okay to be there. It's okay now. That's it. This heart care, that heart love is needed. This angel of love, and this is an angelic spiritual presence around you, supporting you, and also is saying that you can call upon this energy during your meditations, during your quiet moments with yourself, to welcome this energy and allow the healing that it has to bring to you, because you could use some support this month. What you need to do, we have Five of Wands. I will clarify this card in a bit, but what I'm seeing here is this need to release, to let go, to not fight for something that is already past. You know, this situation doesn't even exist. I feel like you're fighting a lonesome battle. All these fighters have sort of wandered off because the fight doesn't interest them anymore. You know, this is competition which is just no longer happening. But it's almost like Gemini didn't get the memo, and Gemini's still there with their wand, fighting unknown, invisible enemies. And there's that, because there's still that pain, that suffering, that grief, loss situation happening, and there's still that inner battle going on, almost, where other players, influences, energies have left the battlefield, but Gemini is still there fighting, battling something. I'll clarify this for you, Gemini, in a bit. And we have the Tower as what you need to release, to let go. Like I said, this Tower moment has happened. It's gone. It's in the past. The upheaval, the heartbreak, the loss, the grief that had to happen has already happened. Hence why you find yourself in the space of pain and suffering. Now this is calling for rest and recuperation, because from 3 of Swords we go into the 4 of Swords, and that's returning from battle and now resting. So that's what I'm saying, like, the battle's over, and yet Gemini hasn't understood that it's over and is still battling something within, fighting something, having conflicting thoughts, heart, mind, ego. You know, there's a clash happening, and there's that clarity that Gemini is seeking. And I think it's to do something with your work, your office situation, a project that you've been working on for so long. This is the 8 of Pentacles that come at the bottom of the deck, which shows, you know, there's that challenge, that perhaps the challenge is you're having a hard time concentrating at work, having a, or there's that imbalance with work life, spending too much time at work and not having the time to take care of family, children, your own heart space. You're off balance because of that there's that work-life balance is not quite in agreement here. I'm going to clarify these for you using the Light Seers deck. So did I mention the Empress, that I'm getting the Empress energy where she has to take care of herself, and you know, this is fertility, of course, you know, the pregnancy is also showed here. Wow, so there is this immense healing that needs to take place. The Empress is what's the word, like, she is self-sustaining earth energy here, self-healing energy. So with the heartbreak and this sacral chakra, you know, shining up this month, is calling for a lot of self-love, self-care. Also taking care of the body is important this month. Exercising, however you can, you know, getting a massage if you can, wherever you live. There is that need to tend to the body and the physical needs. It's time to sort of get into the body, to get grounded. And we have the Hermit in the reversed. So Gemini, you know, this is what I'm saying, that you've been in this fight mode, but also very competitive spirit, trying to battle this Tower moment that happened here, and you have almost gone deep within, too far for too long, analyzing every little bits and pieces, every little circumstance that happened, every little thing that was said. Spirit is saying time to get out of that. Now, Hermit reversed is saying you've gone there, you've been there, you have done your introspection, you have gotten the answers you were seeking for. Step out of it, snap out of it, embrace yourself, take care of yourself, because somehow, somewhere, your heart, your body has suffered because you've spent too much time analyzing it, thinking about it. And your thoughts have not been kind to you either. It's almost like your thoughts have been painful, difficult, and not supportive of you or your actions. So there's also that need for self-love and self-care, self-forgiveness. I'm getting self-forgiveness as well, looking at that angel of love. 5 of Wands. We have the 5 of Cups, number 55, 10 of Swords, and the Queen of Wands in the reversed. I'm going to show you this in a minute. I'm just, when we study these. So, like I said, let's look at this 10 of Swords. That situation has ended. You know, these birds are flying away. This woman is alone, walking off into the horizon. Now, this situation has come to an end. Whatever that struggle, that strife was, has ended, and you're left with that 5 of Cups, looking at your losses, feeling grief, feeling a sense of, there's a bit of nostalgia here as well for what was and what's lost now, and that's where the pain comes from. And this Queen of Wands is in the reverse. That's telling me that, you know, in upright, you know, she is so joyful, so lighthearted, very creative, highly creative person. But now in the reverse, you know, she has lost that passion. There's that sense of loss for that creativity, for that creative project. Perhaps it was something, working on something, and that didn't quite work out the way you had hoped for. Now you've sort of lost your passion for it. There's that emotional disconnect from that project, and that's left you feeling a bit dejected. And so that's where you're at right now. And the message here, the guidance here is to be with yourself, take care of your heart, take care of your physical body, and reclaim that body and reclaim your power here. The sacral chakra also is indicative of our personal power, our seat of intuition. All right, so the Tower here, what was this Tower about? 10 cards. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Now this is your energy, Gemini. The Queen of Swords. This situation has left you feeling angry. There's no other way to put it. The Tower, that moment, this destructive moment that happened, has left you feeling, or somebody around you, angry, and as if, like, you know, of course you have no control over it. And so that's all I have to say about this Queen of Swords presenting here. The anger is here, and then the 9 of Swords in the reversed. And you're sort of snapping out of it. You know, like I said, the word snap out, get out of it, step out of it. Those phrases are coming up for me when I look at these cards. And there's 9 of Swords, you know, you're waking up from that slumber. You're waking up from that feeling of dejection and loss, and you want to take care of yourself now. That's the 9 of Swords in the reverse. There's no more negative thoughts, negative thinking, and here we go. So okay, so whatever you were hoping to achieve in that Tower struck, now we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. You know, this is that feeling of loss, that what you thought you were hoping, you know, what you were aiming for, what you wanted to achieve, had to do with a wish fulfillment. And the divine came and said, well, that's not your true wish. That's not good for you. That situation is toxic for you, and we're going to detour you. Go this way, not that way. And yeah, there's been that loss, that feeling like, I wanted this for so long. This is a dream come true, and now it's not happening. That's very difficult and painful to come to terms with. But here we are. You supported, Gemini, you supported with the 3 of Cups. Your angelic spiritual team is with you. There is a cause for celebration. Somehow they're saying there is something to celebrate this month of February. Also very strong feminine energy, so connect with the women around you, and connect with your feminine as well. Even if you're a man, you know, just that we have the feminine and the divine feminine, the divine masculine within ourselves. So this is also a time for reconnection with the divine feminine, and honoring that divine feminine and taking care of the body, loving oneself. That self-forgiveness keeps coming up. Yeah, 6 of Cups. this was whatever happened, Gemini. This was a lifelong childhood dream of yours. This is something that you've been wanting for, hoping for, dreaming of, and somehow I feel that all is not lost because of the Three of Cups here. So there is some aspect of joy, like when the Tower happens, or if it's already happened, and you're going through the whole cycle of, you know, grief, loss, anger, denial, you're going to step into that place of acceptance and love and sharing and compassion. And this is you being supported either by friends, by family, or this is just your divine companions guiding you, supporting you. And you're going to feel that because of this, we have the Angel of Love. There's going to be the sense of being taken care of, being loved. And they're saying, well, transmute that, transcend that love into self-love. So if you're feeling divine abundance, blessings coming your way, you're feeling supported by the divine, by the cosmos, by your spiritual team, and now it's time to bring that into the body somehow, taking care of the body. I somehow feel like taking out these angel answers deck. I feel like there's something here for you, so I'm going to pull a card for you. So this deck, I'm new to this deck, but if you have any questions, this is how it works. If you have any questions that you seem to be want to know answers to, I'm gonna pull a card for you, and if you want to leave, you can just check out now, and I'll see you next month. No worries, but I'm just going to pull out a card, and while I'm shuffling, you can think of a question to which you need an answer. And this could be a yes or no question, because this deck somehow answers. It has cards that bring to light answers regarding yes or no, and even the when questions, when can something happen. So for the collective of Gemini, I believe there are a good number of you out there wanting answers. So we have a card here, recovery. Sorry, I had set up your hope saying it'll tell you when and yes and no, and if you were looking for that, didn't come out. We have recovery. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. I've been told to do that. Okay, so rest and recovery. And what do we have here? The Empress, the second chakra, self-love, self-care. This month is all about honoring yourself, Gemini. And I just love the illustration here. So this woman, again, the Empress energy here very strongly. You see, guided by her angels, being supported by the divine light. That's what you need to call in for your support this month. Let's have one more card for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know for the month of February? What does Gemini need to know for this month of February? Communicate clearly. Now that's Gemini ruled by Mercury, I believe, and that's the planet of communication. Communicate clearly. That's calling for clear expression, communicating with the divine as well, very clearly, knowing what you're seeking, what healing do you need to release yourself, to step into your personal power. And so we have recovery, we have communicate clearly. One more card for Gemini. Oh, 2 more. Get more information and helpful people. Yeah. So communicate clearly. So this is, seeking information. Now this can be from people around you, from the divine, asking questions, getting answers. So there's that clear channel of communication happening for you, Gemini. Not perhaps, let's say just the divine, but also the people around you and helpful people. And this is what we have here. This 3 of Cups energy. People are stepping in, the divine is stepping in to help you, to support you, to nourish you, nurture you. All right, I hope this reading has been helpful to you guys, and I will see you next month. Much love, many blessings from me here at Inner Divine Truth. Take care. I'll see you next month. Bye.